It's that stanky ass.
How was your week, Jeremy? What happened?
Most of my pet peeves.
Flies. And this old lady comes fucking walking up super fast, right? And she has her like husband, I'm assuming, and he was with her. He was blind, and he's like holding on to her shoulder, and she's just like pulling him. He's like walking off fast. He has no idea where he's going because he's blind, you know.
That dude gets to like the bathroom and he goes, "God damn it, they were all fucking looking at me."
How would you know, Harold? I could feel him.
I'll get a little like depressed and like discouraged about it. Then take that fucking bush off.
Discouraged.
Well, it's like courage, like lack of courage.
Discouraged.
Oh, whoopsie. I did.
Or puss or mediocre.
There's Jeremy
is
driving
up,
over there now.
everybody? What's up, Brandon?
Not much. What's up with you?
Feeling good?
Yeah. How's that whiskey treating you now?
I haven't tried this one yet.
Oh, that's Jeremy's.
What's up, Jeremy?
Not a whole lot. What's up with you?
Fucking dealing with damn fucking bugs. Dealing with the bugs.
Flies
Yeah, you
everywhere.
got a fly problem in this shop.
Yeah.
Bad.
Well, yeah. There's a few things that play into that, and I'll take the blame for them.
It's that stanky ass.
How was your week, Jeremy? What
fuck
happened?
is that?
What was new?
Got a big Hawks win this last weekend. That was
Yeah.
huge.
Bingo, bingo, bango.
Unfortunately, my Vikings did not look good.
Vikings,
Did not
Bears,
look
and
good.
Broncos all fucking took a dumpers.
Yeah. Hey, so we're all fucking tied.
Yeah.
Starting the year off.
Tied for the worst.
Tied for the worst. What's really shitty is my Bears lost to the fucking Packers by a pretty good margin. So I've been taking shit from my wife on that.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did we lose, but we lost a divisional game. So I'm pretty sure that puts us lower than the Vikings.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we lost to the Bucks, which we shouldn't have lost to, but I mean, we're still ahead of you.
How about who'd you guys lose to?
Divisional game, the Raiders.
Divisional game?
17-16. Same story, different year.
Yep. God, it's a fucking bitch being a fan of a shitty team, ain't it?
Yeah, but they played better than I feel like they did last year. There's just, for one, they didn't sack fucking Garoppolo one time.
Yeah.
The dude was standing, bouncing around in the pocket like he's fucking Peyton Manning or something, you know.
Right.
Pissed me off.
One of my fucking pet peeves, which is curious, is being a fucking Chicago Bears fan.
What's your pet peeve?
It is one of my pet peeves.
I can see that, I suppose.
You know, when you just want them to do fucking good, and every time you know better, right? You're like, they're not going to, but goddamn, I'm ready for it to happen. And then they don't. And you have to take it on the chin.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to listen to people like fucking your wife and Tempe and Tommy, who are all fucking Packers fans.
Well, you're going to have to let them have it for now, because as time goes on, the Packers are going to start fucking failing too. How far can you go with Jordan Love? You know what I mean?
Right.
Anyway.
So, yeah, I'm going to start off with one of my biggest pet peeves is being a Chicago Bears fan,
It's a pretty big one.
because it is just tough.
Yeah.
It is tough.
But you have the option there.
Well,
I mean,
but do I? Do you have the
I would-
option
I would
of being
make
a
fun of
Minnesota
you.
fan?
Yeah, I did.
Is it life or death?
And I wouldn't say it's life or death. Like, I would not die for the Minnesota Vikings.
You're not part of the secret cult
No.
that they have?
No.
What's that secret cult they have where you have to be like
Skull Club.
the Skull Club? You got to be
Yeah.
like initiated into it. indoctrinated into it.
Probably, yeah. They have to groom you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you have to like, there's like stipulations to it.
No,
You have to be like season ticket holder, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, you're actually like, this is a real club.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were just bullshitting here.
Yeah, I
I'm not going to say. Anyway. Yeah.
Anyway.
It's a real club. Jeremy, what do you got for,
What's one of your pet peeves?
what do you got for pet peeves?
Most of my pet peeves,
Flies.
flies.
Tonight, I think we can all agree on the same one.
Yeah.
They have to deal with customer service.
Ooh.
Biggest pet peeve of mine, easily, I get pissed almost every time, is when we go out to a restaurant and right off the bat, your waiter or waitress is just absolutely fucking in a shitty mood or pissed off. Like, that pisses me off like no other.
Yeah.
It's your job. One, like, yeah, I get in pissed off moods at my job. But the only difference is you're getting paid based on tips.
Yeah.
And I am not afraid to leave a fucking $0 tip.
Yeah.
Like, but I will, if you're a good waiter or waitress, like, I will tip you heavily too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I hate when you just come in and like, you know, shitty attitude. I don't care if you get my order wrong. If you're fucking easy to talk to, you're in a good mood, you're happy, like,
Yeah.
that speaks bigger volumes than sitting there and just being all pissed off. It frustrates me so bad.
I would say in the same light almost though. Like, as a kind of a pet peeve of mine too is when people go in and they're just absolute dickheads to fucking waiters and waitresses for no fucking reason.
Yeah. I agree.
What
Like,
about them? What about them
100%.
motherfuckers that like strategically they'll ask for something that they don't have, and then they'll come back, they'll drop off whatever the customer just asked for, and they like strategically waited for her to get back, only to ask for something again, and then they go run and get it, and then they come back. And then like they get back to the table and they ask again for something. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, like on refills, like, no, I don't want a refill. Oh shit, yeah, here, I'll take a refill now that you're
and
back.
then as soon as they get back, they're like, "Oh, thanks for the refill. Hey, by the way, can I get some ketchup?" And then they get back with that, and they're like, "Actually, can we get some more napkins too?" Like, those people fucking piss me off.
Yeah, then it's understandable for them to be in a fucking pissed off mood. Like, I would totally get that. I feel like I'm not that person at all. Like, I feel like I'm a pretty good customer to them. Like, I'll stack my plates, you know, clean up my mess on the table. But just the fact if you come in like all pissed off, like, that's literally how you make your money.
Yeah.
Fucking, that is how. Just, I bet I could teach somebody how to be a good waiter or waitress in like fucking 3 hours just by being like, okay, can I get you anything else? Like, how are you guys doing? You know, hey, sorry this is taking so long. Is there anything I can get you, you know, help you out with before,
Right.
you know, your food gets out, whatever.
The hardest part I think about being a waitress or waiter is dealing with just the customers that are fucking dicks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The ones that just have literally no situational awareness and they're just fucking assholes. I could see like that being the hardest part.
That's why I've never wanted to be in like customer service or anything.
I've
never
always
worked
said-
at a restaurant, none of that shit.
I have always said when the day comes that I have a shit ton of money, I'm going to go to a restaurant and I'm going to sit there for like an hour and a half. I'm just going to drink coffee or beer or eat food, whatever. And I'm going to just watch the people, the customers. And when I see like a waitress that's just being treated like absolute shit because some guy's being a dick, I'm going to go over and I'm going to tip her $1,000. Just because. I've always said I'm going to do that. And the day will come where it happens. But
That actually reminds me, me and Bailey went to Hy-Vee Pharmacy yesterday. And we're standing in line, and this old lady comes fucking walking up super fast, right? And she has her like husband, I'm assuming, and he was with her. He was blind, and he's like holding on to her shoulder, and she's just like pulling him. He's like walking off fast. He has no idea where he's going because he's blind, you know? And she's over there fucking like yelling at the people and shit. And like talking about something about I've been waiting 45 minutes. I've had to go to the bathroom for 45 minutes and blah, 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 all this stuff, whatever. You told me the wrong direction or some stupid shit. And they start walking away and you see the blind guy. Well, before he was like tapping her with his cane thing or whatever, like trying to get her to stop, whatever. And they like walk towards the toilets and shit. And he's like, why'd you have to do that, Merida? Or whatever the fuck her name was, you know? She's like, because I can. This is America. I was like, damn. I just felt so bad for this guy because I could tell just when they were walking up because he had his hand on her shoulder. She was leading him. And he's like walking all fast. And he's like, he seems scared because he doesn't know what's happening. She's just fucking taking him for a ride, you know? He was so embarrassed.
Dude, that is some trust you have to have in somebody. To be able to like let them lead you around.
Yeah, and
you have to trust them so much.
And there was nothing he could do. He was so embarrassed, but he had to just sit there and be embarrassed because he can't leave, you know?
That's when that dude gets to like the bathroom and he goes, God damn it, they were all fucking looking at me.
How would you know, Harold? I could feel him.
I could feel
him
looking at burning holes in my soul.
Oh, yeah, that was fucking funny.
God. Yeah, there's one of my other pet peeves. Dude, I think, when I started thinking about pet peeves, right? Because I know we were going to talk a little bit about pet peeves. So I started thinking, like, what shit really bothers me? And one of my pet peeves is when I'm driving down like a highway or an interstate, right? Like an interstate, I understand there's 2 lanes or 4 or whatever.
Right.
There's multiple lanes. If I'm not up to your fucking liking for speed, there's more lanes. Pick one. But we're on a 2-lane highway, right? And the speed limit is 55. And I'm doing 58 or 60.
Mm-hmm.
And them fucking people run up on your ass and they sit there. They sit there for one, like
they don't back off
a minute.
Yeah.
They're like behind you for a minute. And there's nobody in front of you. And then they get all, you can see them getting like mad that you're not going fast enough. And then they whip out and they go around you. That drives me so fucking nuts.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, one, your parents failed you. Your parents failed you. You have 0 patience. You did not learn patience from anybody. So that sucks to be you. Your life is fucked. 2, I'm already going over the speed limit.
Yeah.
So you need to fucking slow her down, bud. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And 3, if you know there's nobody in front of me and you know there's nobody coming in the other lane, why did you stop long enough to get mad at me? Why didn't you just fucking go around and wave politely?
Yeah.
like a nice asshole.
Like take your fucking electric car and go fuck yourself in it. That's how I feel. Yeah. That drives me nuts.
That's one of mine too, is tailgaters. I fucking can't stand, and it always happens to me. Like when I go to turn on my road, it's a 2-lane, and it's like 25 mile an hour, and I'll be going 30, 35, and people are always riding my ass. And then I go to turn, and people are like right on my fucking ass, like all the way into my turn. Like, I feel like they're about
where they don't want to slow down because you're turning. They just want you to speed up and turn fast.
Turn fast, yeah.
Like
they're always right.
Mario Kart, banana.
One time.
Fuck.
I saw this guy.
I'm getting mad now.
I saw this guy behind me, right, and he had his dog in the passenger seat. And I like to hit my brakes and shit when people tailgate and stuff, And I was coming up to a stoplight. And he was right on my ass, and I hit my brakes, and all I see, I was like watching the rearview mirror. All I see is the dog go whoop. It just disappeared. Just fucking fell down on the floor. The guy was so fucking pissed, dude. But holy shit, did that make me feel good? Like I felt bad for the dog because I like the dog, but it made me fucking.
Let me ask you this: does it ever make you, like in that moment, do you ever think to yourself, at some point, I'm gonna go buy an absolute piece of shit fucking car, and I'm gonna insure it with some random insurance company that's gonna probably drop me after this, but then I'm going to wait for that situation to happen while I'm driving that piece of shit car, and I'm just gonna smash the brakes to the floor, lock them all 4 of them, and let that motherfucker smash into the back of me and get out and be like, "You're an idiot."
Yeah.
I want to do that makes me giggle inside. I want to do it so fucking bad.
Always, I want to do it to somebody who drives like a Mercedes or Lexus or Tesla or something.
Just fucking smash those brakes as hard as you can and let them fucking smack the back of that car and be like, Oh boy.
I'm gonna sue you.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Oh, this is getting me riled up. I like it.
Yeah.
I've got like a little inner demon in me right now, fucking going nuts. Talking about the shit that pisses me off.
Yeah. I know you like getting pissed off. You do it a lot.
What else you got for pet peeves, Brandon? What's something that just gets you, like makes you grind your fucking teeth?
Rinsing dishes. Drives me fucking nuts. Like, obviously, you're not gonna wash dishes every fucking time, right? But if you're gonna put a fucking dish in the sink,
Hold on, what do you mean not gonna wash a dish every time?
like you're not gonna sit there like after you finish eating and like wash it.
Oh, I thought you meant like you're gonna eat off it if it's not that dirty. You're gonna scrub her, put her away.
No, you're not gonna just take like you might be doing something or whatever. You're not gonna fucking wash the dishes right then.
Yeah.
But like if you're gonna put something in the sink, just rinse the shit off. Like it's not hard. Like when it's soft and it's warm and shit, it makes it a lot easier to come off as opposed to setting it in the sink and letting it harden and then trying to fucking get that shit off later.
Yeah.
That drives me absolute fucking batshit crazy.
I think what gets me about that is the smell. Cause like, right? So we don't have a garbage disposal or anything at our place, right? So you let food do that kind of shit and then it gets down in the drain when you finally do scrub the hard shit off, like it gets down in the drain. And then after like doing that for so long, you like walk by and you're like, sink's empty, but what the fuck's that smell? And that's your fucking drain. You gotta like pour bleach in your fucking drain to get it to come clean.
Along with that, do you believe that you rinse your dishes before you put them in the dishwasher?
Yes.
I agree.
Yep.
There's fucking people out there that say, no, you don't have to rinse them.
Yeah, no.
And that's bullshit.
Yeah, you definitely
Because they will never come clean.
I will say there is something somewhere by somebody that said once that dishwashers do work more effectively if
they're rinsed.
If they're not rinsed. But I think that's total horseshit.
Yeah,
I can
personally
see it if you're putting a full load of dishes in, like fresh food that has just been on your plate.
Yeah.
You know, it hasn't sat there for and gotten.
You can't put them in your sink and then load the dishwasher
right
like that night after they've been in there for 6 hours just cooking.
Yeah.
You know,
see, I don't have a dishwasher anymore, so mine
just got a full-time job working from home.
Well, that's true, yeah. No, so we just wash. We try to wash ours after every time we have dinner and stuff. We just wash it right after dinner.
Yeah.
Otherwise, dude,
there's some days where you're like,
usually a weekend or something. Like I'm not
middle of the day. You're like middle of the day, like when you like eat lunch at like 2 or something, and you make dirty a couple plates, throw them in the fucking Or if you're cooking, you just throw everything in there and then.
Yeah, or if it's like a pot or a pan, be like, well, this looks like a pain in the dick. I'm just gonna let it soak for a bit and then get it later.
That's my favorite thing to do is put a pot in the like a pot or like the tall pan in the sink, fill it with hot water and Dawn dish soap, and then walk away, and be like, dishes done.
Dude, Kylie and I try and go as much as we can using like paper plates and paper bowls. And I mean, we'll buy them fuckers by the huge stack.
Yep.
Just because we don't like to do dishes. That's probably that, and folding laundry is probably our worst like thing with the, like house.
I must say
uptight.
We always have like a basket or two of just clean laundry because we're like, we'll get it later.
I'm pretty sure that I've been getting dressed out of a clean basket of laundry for like the last fucking 3 months.
Dude, laundry is the absolute fucking worst house chore.
Well,
like I'm okay with doing it, like putting it in the washer, switching it over to the dryer. But the dryer makes such a good clothes basket. And just to be able to pull out, if it's a little wrinkly, you start it for 10 minutes and you're good to go.
Yeah, what's worse is when you have kids, because then you got to fucking filter through fucking little kids' clothes and shit and socks and pain in the fucking dick.
Yeah. That I must say, like, so for our situation, like normally something like that would drive me nuts. Like before before we got married and I had kids, like I always had my shit like perfect. I had shit. It all had a place. It was all organized. I'd fold my own clothes and then I'd go put them in the dresser. Like, but then it was like one of those, okay, now we have too much clothes because now I have to share my dressers with my girlfriend, who was Jaden at the time. And then she turned into my wife. And it was like, okay, we're sharing the same dresser. And I don't have room for my stuff. So I guess it's staying in a basket folded. And then we've never had a big walk-in closet where everything can go. And then our room in this house is so fucking small. We can't have a king-size bed in that room. It's so little.
Oh,
So then by the time you get all of Jaden's clothes in the closet, I've got about 4 hangers to hang up some of my stuff. And then the dresser, I can fit like t-shirts and a couple pairs. And that's it. So it's like my only option really is to.
What the fuck?
We got some cops outside.
It sounds like a cop chase on the interstate.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk about that next episode once we get all the details.
What's one of yours? Another one of yours.
So another one. Oh. When you're walking into mainly the gas station, you always stop and kind of somebody's walking behind you, you hold the door open for them.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't turn around, and they don't have to turn around, just say a quick thanks, or it can be as simple as a fucking little like head nod, like
Yeah. Good day.
and just acknowledge that I just did something fucking nice for you. Like, doesn't have to be anything big, but it pisses me off. I just want to like grab him by the back of the shirt and like throw him back and say "fuck you." I'll close the door on you.
I always just throw in a "you're welcome," and if they don't say anything, it's like, "Oh, you're welcome."
To that, I would challenge you one day, Jeremy, to take a trip to New Jersey and hold the door for somebody and see what kind of reaction you get.
Well, you see, I feel like we already all know that they're pricks out there. Like, that's just the stereotype out there.
I bet you if you
It's
hold the
pricks.
door, they're going to look at you and go, I can hold my own fucking door.
That's like
That's happened
the
to
first
me.
time. The first time I ever went out to Portland and we rented a car, got out of the car, and I went to pump my gas, and they're like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa! What the hell are you doing? Get back in your car!"
Yeah.
What the fuck? I mean, they didn't yell at me to get back in my car, but they're like, "No, no, no!
Yeah.
We do that here."
Yeah, that's the same way in like I think Pennsylvania and shit does that too.
Yep. Jersey, Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Full service.
There are a couple stations. I think there was a couple stations. Oh, no. You could pump your own gas on base. But once you left base, every gas station, it was like a law. Like a civilian person can't just pump their own gas.
So weird.
Right? Well, I mean, out there, they probably have numerous amounts of fucking drive-offs.
Yeah. Do you remember when gas used to be, you'd pull up, you'd fill your tank, then you'd pay for it after that?
I think you can still do that in Ventura.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. I like those. I like those. Because then a lot of them went to like prepay,
Yeah.
but they were like the non-credit or debit card pumps. So you'd have to go prepay and you're like, I don't know how much it's going to take. So then you had to like guess, and then you would never have a full tank. And that was a pet peeve. When I fill my fuel tank, like I never stop it until it's full. I can't. I can't fill my fuel tank. Like I can't do that. Like, well, I'll just put $20 in. That shit bothers me. If I'm putting fuel in it, like it's full. End of story. I don't know if it's because it makes me feel like I'm in like high school again and I'm broke and all I got is $20. Maybe that's why I don't do it.
I do feel like people like judge you if like in the back of my head, I'm just like, fuck. They heard me start the pump and they heard me just like click it off.
Click it off.
Fuck, they think I'm broke as shit.
Usually I do that. I'm in a hurry.
Yeah, like
I'm
I
late
did
for
it
work or
just I
something.
did it just this morning. I put $15 in just so I could get to work and back because it was like I gotta leave by like 5:00 and it was like 5:05.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I gotta get going, but I need fucking gas.
Yeah, you can make up 5 minutes on that trip.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's plenty of time, but I also just like to.
There's a couple stretches there too where you
I
can
like
pedal
to-
down and fucking really get after it.
Yeah, I like to just kind of cruise though in the mornings. I don't want to like be paying attention too close. I mean, 45 minutes is a pretty good
Yeah.
distance just to give me drink my coffee, wake up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't miss those days of long drives to work.
Hell no, dude.
No. I used to drive from Ventura to Sheffield every morning.
Yeah.
That was a good little ride. That was probably just shy of probably what you do every morning.
Yeah.
And that was used to have to be there by like 6. That was fucking terrible.
My drive in Arizona was, I want to say it was only like 20, 30 miles or so, but it would take easily an hour and a half.
Just to get there.
Mm-hmm.
God, that sucks. That's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Think of how many people that do that. Though.
That's a pet peeve in itself.
Like living in those big ass cities. Like think of how many people that's just normal
Yeah.
every day. Like I remember going out to visit my aunt in LA. She lives south of LA and like going to the airport. She's like, "Oh, it's real close." It's like 45 to an hour is real close for them.
Yeah.
It sucked too. Like it pissed me off because I'd be sitting there, minding my own business, sitting in traffic, and then you'd see fucking dicks by themselves in the HOV lane. Like, you cunt. Like, I'm sitting here fucking obeying the law and shit.
That's me driving through the cities early in the morning when I'm going somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, HOV? What does HOV stand for?
Yeah.
You guys are a bunch of idiots. This lane ain't got nothing in it.
I got a ticket for that once. This is like $400, so I wasn't doing that again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, if you got out of state plates, you can play the idiot card. Oh, really? I didn't know what HOV stood for.
I'm just a small town boy from Iowa.
You know what? So you know what really blew my mind? The first time I went to New York City. Oh no, not the first time. It was like the second or third time I went to New York City. We kind of figured out like how the train system worked, or the what do they call it? The
Subway?
the
tram.
Amtrak. We figured out like kind of how it worked and where it went. We're like, oh shit, we can park 10 minutes away from where we're at and ride the train all the way to Times Square and back, and it's perfect. So we started doing it a little bit, and it blew my mind, all these people that were on it, right? And I'm like, we'd be coming back, and I'm like, so were you up in the cities just kind of seeing the sights and stuff? And they would all be like, no, we just got done working, had a work conference that ran late. People, like, when they go to work, they get on the fucking train in New Jersey and they ride the train to New York, and then they get on the subways, and the subways take them to like neighborhoods, and then they like walk to their office building.
That. Not about
Dude,
that life.
Until
Why do you cough so much?
I don't know.
I feel like it's like almost like you're a smoker.
Yeah, well,
You're always
I
coughing.
was.
Though. Yeah, so was I. I don't cough as much as you.
Well, I have sinus problems. I've had my nose worked on a couple times. It doesn't look any better, but then
Yeah, you should sue that doctor.
Yeah.
Whoever did that work.
That is a fucking hack job.
Well, they went in and did surgery on my nose, and then 3 weeks later, like while it's still healing, I got deployed. So I was out in the desert in like that sandy, dusty fucking environment, and everything just fucking swelled up. Couldn't breathe. Like 2 weeks after surgery, I was like, oh, this is what people feel like when they breathe through their nose? This is amazing. And then it was like the next week, I'm like pulling the cotton things out. I'm like, oh, this is great. And then fucking went to the desert, got into the heat, the dry heat.
Yeah.
And then all the dust and the sand and everything. And all of a sudden I was like, this is worse than before. Should have not even touched it. But yeah, I couldn't believe that people actually have like a fucking train chart that they follow.
Yeah.
Just to get to work every morning. That blew my mind. I was like, I would
and
never in a million years.
They're a pain in the ass. Like
Oh, yeah.
trains, getting on. And then like we take one when we go to Vikings games. We park at the Mall of America, ride the train in, and it's not packed in the morning when we go. But after the game, like last year, me and Kylie were just like,
Nut to butt.
we're not getting on. we're gonna wait it out. We don't have to be home early. We're gonna wait it out and then just take an Uber to the Mall of America and then go home.
There you go. Yeah, that's.
But like just sitting on a train with all those fucking weird people, it's crazy.
I don't know how motherfuckers do what they do when it comes to shit like that. You know, like when those big cities, when people just everywhere they go, it's just people like up your ass everywhere you go. You go to a restaurant and it's like, yeah, it's an hour and 45-minute wait for two.
Mm-hmm.
What? Can I sit at the bar? Oh, the bar's been packed for 4 hours. Probably not. Dude, I would fucking hate that.
Dude, even like in Arizona, I remember one time we tried to go to just a normal fucking, what was it? What's that steakhouse?
Chipotle, probably.
No, that steakhouse. Why can't I think of it?
Which one?
They have the butter bread with the cinnamon butter bread and shit.
Texas Roadhouse?
Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
And it was like a 3-hour
delicious.
wait. And I was like, what? I'm not doing that.
I'd never do it. I'd never do it. Dude, that like being in a big city for more than like 12 hours for me is literally a pet peeve.
Yeah, it sucks.
I literally get grumpy and irritable, and then I start yelling at people.
Yeah, every time I go to Minneapolis, I'm the exact same way now. I'm just like, I fucking hate, especially in the winter, because you'll be going in a big old turn and there's like the whole road is ice. People are like fucking drifting through the fucking turns and shit.
Minneapolis is full of idiots.
Yeah, drives me fucking, and it's not even that busy really. Like in comparison to Phoenix and Denver, even Denver was awful too.
Yeah, that shit bothers me. You know what else fucking bothers me?
What?
You ever like in a place where you're like in a spot where like you can't really text, you're doing something, you're in the middle of something, you can't really text, and your significant other is just blowing the fucking shit out of your phone for about just stuff that like can wait.
Yeah.
And then by the time you respond, they're mad at you because you didn't respond.
That usually doesn't happen to me. Usually it's Ashley sending me like, it will be in our like morning meetings or something.
Yeah.
And we'll get out of there and I'll look at my phone, find I have like 10 TikToks to watch.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. And I have to watch every single one and respond to every single one.
Jaden gets so mad when I come home. She's like, did you see that thing I sent you? I go, what thing?
Yeah.
Dude, Kylie did it last night or last week where we were here recording and she posted.
We might have to spray you with that horse spray.
But Kylie posted last week while we were here recording, knowing I wasn't going to be looking at my phone, and did the whole Facebook deal where, like, if your significant other doesn't see this in 45 minutes, they owe you Mexican food or like Mexican dinner or whatever. So yeah, like I saw it 3 hours later when we got home.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
She held you to it?
Yeah. Well, not yet. I mean, I'll do it.
is,
Whatever. I like Mexicans, so
Yeah, it's not, no sweat off my back.
Yeah.
That's a fucking, that's a shady move.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a shady move.
Yeah.
Happy
it is.
to do it though.
Yeah, that's one of mine, man. Actually, you know what? I could say pretty much, I've been married 10 years. And I've kind of gotten to the point where like a lot of my like husband-wife pet peeves, I've just like thrown out the window because all it does is cause fucking arguments that are unnecessary.
Yeah.
So like a lot of them, when they happen, I just giggle. Like I immediately get like, and then I'm like, fuck it, whatever. But there's so many.
Yeah.
There's so many. I could go on and on.
Well, that's going to happen when you spend so much time with one person,
Oh yeah.
regardless.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mexican food, another one of mine really bothers me, and I have to ask you, is installing the toilet paper in the wrong direction. So,
That bothers you?
yeah,
God, you're one of them.
dude.
No, it's a.
You
I
are
agree.
one of them.
I agree.
You're one of them.
Because
You are one
See?
of them.
yeah, I agree. Over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And towards.
Because
yeah, I
I've
guess.
always said, somebody said to me one time, beards are cool, mullets are fucking I don't know what the saying was. Stupid.
Yeah.
And I agree because I can't grow a fucking mullet.
Easy.
I'm going bald.
Easy.
Oh, I remember your dirtball mullet.
Oh, if I could, I should just fucking grow another one.
You should.
Just let it grow long and fucking trashy.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I might. Let's do a tally. Hit us up in the comments. Should I or should I not just let the fucking mullet grow? I want to. My wife would be pissed if I did it, but hey, you know what?
I think it'd be pretty great.
That's never stopped me before.
Yeah.
Speaking of pet peeves, she's got one. She can get over it. Right? If I want a mullet, I'm going to grow a mullet.
That's right. Well, you haven't shaved your beard for her, so why would you not grow a mullet, you know?
And I don't get why she wants the beard gone.
I don't know. You look goof. Look at Look at Well, I don't think you got a beard, but
Well, you can't
that
count,
one's not as bad, but like that?
you can't count that picture. I was fucking looking slick in that one.
Hold on. I wish they could see it on camera.
I honestly think that
That one right there?
Yeah.
I'll take it. Well, I'll take a picture and I'll put it
Yeah,
on right
'cause
here.
Who hangs a picture of themselves in their shop in their underwear?
when
I've seen that picture.
I've never thought of it before, but who does that?
He's like staring off into space. You're like contemplating life and shit. It's artistic. That's why.
Making love to his guitar, holding it.
it was a fucking gift. When somebody gives you a gift, you fucking
The photo was a
present it.
gift.
No, it was just the frame and the big photo was a gift. From my mom.
I'm definitely putting that picture on here so
I
people
mean-
can see.
I was at that stage of my life. I was in like peak shape. That was like the best shape I've ever been in my life.
Wiener's obviously still small though.
But that's what I'm saying is at the right angle, my dick probably looked pretty fucking good for being a little dick.
Yeah.
You know? Speaking of,
That was not the angle.
speaking of,
No, it's not.
speaking of, I did something today. So I'm going to get on a new trend here because I got out of the shower this afternoon feeling like a fucking brand new man.
It's nice when you shower after work, huh?
All right. So I let the downstairs carpet fucking get a little shaggy. And by shaggy, I mean like haven't touched it in like 4 or 5 months. Like it got a little fucking out of hand. And not like the other day, Jaden's like, are you going to ever fucking do anything about that? And I was like, well, I don't know. I'm just too lazy. Well, before I showered today, I fucking took care of her. I got her all off. Went in the shower, fucking got all scrubbed up, cleaned up. And I fucking slid that curtain open and I stood my legs spread looking right at the giant mirror. I just ripped the curtain open and I looked at myself and I go, holy shit.
He's like helicoptering and shit.
I was like, damn, dude, when did you get a big dick? Fuck. I mean, fucking banged my wife good with that thing.
Yeah, right.
That's what I thought to myself. I was like, oh, I bet you I can have good sex now. Well, but I think what I'm going to start doing is letting that shit grow for a little while. I'll get a little like depressed and like discouraged about it. Then take that fucking bush off.
Discouraged.
Well, it's like courage, like lack of courage.
Discouraged.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Discouraged.
You laugh like you're surprised at my vocabulary.
I'm not, but it's just I'm not surprised. But sometimes you say shit and I can never not be surprised.
No,
It's just discouraged.
I bet you if there was a way for me to write down every single word that's in my head, I bet you there's probably fucking 14 chapters of words like that I use regularly.
Yeah. That's actually like one of my pet peeves is grammar. And it's not necessarily that. It's like when people use like two wrong or there and there. Because it's not hard.
Okay.
I can understand there and there being a little bit confusing, whatever, but like two and two.
Do you get mad when people use bigger words in a conversation for no reason?
Uh,
Like you're at Harvard, you're having a conversation with a professor that's fucking really smart, right? So your conversation is going to utilize big words to explain simple shit just because you guys are both fucking really fucking smart for no reason. But when like somebody who's not really smart but has a big vocabulary is talking to somebody else who's not very smart and they're like using these fucking complex words to describe like the dumbest shit, like
serendipitous.
yeah, right. Like you're trying to say, I went for a run, and they use like,
I went for a jaunt the other day.
I went for, a, yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah,
they
that's never happened to me, but I get it.
So you ever watch the fucking TV series like Sister Wives?
No.
That fucking dude, the husband of the Sister Wives, whatever. I've watched a few episodes lately. That guy sits on the couch and uses these big fucking words to make himself sound like he's fucking smart. And he's the fucking biggest idiot. I can't stand that guy. Oh my
Is that
God.
the dude with like the long curly blonde hair?
He's
like,
got the receding hairline. And he's got this island.
Let's not throw stones at receding hairlines.
But he's got this island of like long blonde curly hair that sits right on top of his head, and it like comes on when he like puts his glasses back. It like brings it back like he's putting it in a bun, and he's got like this one Jerry curl. Like, it's time to give it up, buddy.
Yeah.
Cut that shit short.
Cut the shit short.
But that drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Like the two, I'm getting better at like the there, them,
Then
222.
222 really bothers me.
Yeah, like the number 2.
I see it all the time in emails from these
like-
fucking sales reps and shit. They're like, yeah, that's too damn bad, or whatever, and they'll put TO.
Like,
God, just throw one more O
like,
in there.
I
and you're
want to
good.
go to lunch. Oh, you guys are going to lunch? I want to go too. Like TO. People should know that's the fucking way you use that.
Yeah. God damn it. What?
Did you get mad that I said it that way?
No, I would honestly see. That's one of the things I do is I pretend I'm listening, and I just a lot of the shit just goes. And it gets me in a lot of trouble usually.
Yeah. I hate the fucking big vocabulary people when it's like, it's like they're an average Joe. You're an average Joe. You're talking to other people that are average Joes. They have no reason to use these fucking words from the dictionary that are just there because somebody really smart put them there.
Yeah.
And then when you're out there fucking like using these fucking covetedly for like, fuck you. Fuck you.
Co-coveted.
And your fucking big ass stupid word for French cheese. Like, fuck you.
Or like saying something like, just since you don't put the toilet paper one way, that's egregious.
Yeah.
I love that word though. Egregious, such a good
Like,
word.
there's certain words that are like fun to say, and I get why people say them. But when you come up with a word like egregious for toilet, like, why can't you stoop yourself to everybody else's level and go, why the
I kept hearing flies.
dude?
I look over, there's like 7 on his fucking microphone.
Dude, I'm just swatting back and forth, not listening to a fucking word.
Oh, it's awful, these fuckers. Oh, it's funny though.
So definitely flies are on the
Flies
the
are
pet
probably
peeve
number
list.
one today.
Yeah.
You know what really
easily top.
peeves me?
What's that?
The end of the episodes.
You know what really chaps my ass?
You know what grinds my gears?
You know what fucks me hard?
what fucks you hard?
End of the episodes.
End of the episodes. But at least we can do
Is
some
that
fly
where,
killing.
is that where we're at?
That is where we're at.
All right, everybody. Well, you heard it right out of the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
We're at the end of the episode. We're out of time.
Don't get discouraged. We'll come back.
Don't get discouraged. We will be back. Hey, in the meantime, hit us up in the comments.
Subscribe down here.
Hit this.
Down, there you go. Down
Okay,
there.
So I did it wrong. Which way do I need to go? Is it this way?
Nope.
Is this way?
No.
Right down here, hit the subscribe button. Also, leave us some comments. Let us know what your biggest pet peeves are.
Yes.
Because I know we missed a shit ton.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing that I even have a good attitude with all the pet peeves I have.
Like scraping forks on a plate.
That doesn't bother me.
What?
You know what pisses me off? When I get really loud playing like music and shit out here in the shop, and people are like, hey, it's too loud. It's like, fuck, go home.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you guys for hanging in there with us.
Yep. We should, you know what we should do? Check out Rusty Lids. Go get yourself a fucking beautiful favorite hat.
Beautiful favorite
Beautiful favorite hat. Your next favorite hat, a beautiful favorite hat.
It would behoove you to go to Rusty Lids. I hate that word.
Fucking loser. Head over to Rusty Lids. Check out their whole selection. They got so much shit. Awesome stuff. They got new stuff coming every day.
Yeah.
You like Oliver Anthony's post on social media holding the flag that says Texas Dick? Well, guess what? You can get a hat from Rusty Lids that's got that same thing on it. Boom.
Boom.
Go check it out. Use promo code LOVE capital U. Doesn't have to be capital, but
The letter U is what he meant to
capital
say.
U. You get yourself a discount. Go check them out. Until then, we love you.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. KLYB. Bye.
And chasing her butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have cowboy boots and wear their Wrangler. Fuck me in the butthole. Take two. Chasing their butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have cowboy boots and carry around their pitchforks. Chasing their butt cheeks up and down the corn. All these girls have real nice butts and wear those Wrangler jean shorts.
All right, dude.
Pull jocks.
Pull shots.